This will be a 140 Q&A practice test. Plaintiff attorney, Mr. Prince, capital P-R-I-N-C-E. Defense attorney, Mr. Morton, capital M-O-R-T-O-N. We'll start with the plaintiff attorney. Sorry, 1 second here. Okay, now we're ready. Start with the plaintiff attorney. Ready? Good morning, ma'am. Would you state your full name for our record? Judy Wilson. And would you spell your last name? W-I-L-S-O-N. And I'm loathed to do this, but I do this for all witnesses. Could you give us your date of birth? 9/4/39. And your current home address? 2211 Sunset Drive. Sunset as in S-U-N-S-E-T. And what city is that in? Cerritos. And how long have you lived on the Sunset Drive address? Let's see, it's been 39 years, so it's new to you. Yes. Okay, and are you currently employed? No. Ms. Wilson, it's nice to have a chance to meet you. I have spoken to you on the telephone to schedule this deposition, have I not? Yes. In my conversations with you, have you felt in any way that I have in any way tried to influence you or tried to sway you in terms of any part of what your testimony would be or what I wanted you to say? Anything like that? No. You understand that I've tried to cooperate with you in scheduling the deposition for today? Yes. Wednesday? Appreciate it too. No problem. And I just wanted to make it clear that I've never had a chance to meet you personally. This is our very first meeting. Absolutely. It's nice to meet you. We also have here Mr. Phil Wilson, who is an attorney here in the state of California and has been so for some time. Correct. He is going to be sitting through the deposition, and we had a brief discussion off the record that he will be representing his wife through the course of the depo. I don't know that she needs anything formal, but of course I think it's great that, hey, why not? You're an attorney, you're here. And I wanted to clarify it for Jim. We had a discussion off the record. You wanted me to clarify that he was going to be here. I have no objection to him being here, and he is here in both as capacity as a husband as well as capacity as her attorney representing her for the depo. Is that right? Right. And just for the record, I wanted to state that we did have that discussion off the record before we started the deposition, and Mr. Wilson indicated that he is representing his wife, Judy Wilson, at the deposition today, and it's on that basis that I have agreed to allow him to remain in the deposition, because if it was otherwise, I would have to ask that he be excluded. Okay, all right. Ms. Wilson, as I mentioned, it's nice to finally get a chance to meet you. Thank you. My name is Bill Prince. I represent one of the parties involved in a lawsuit, that has been filed. It relates to an accident that happened some time ago. My information is it was back in September on the 18th day of 2011. What I'm doing today is having a chance to essentially interview you. You're familiar with depositions, I'm sure, with your husband being an attorney. Your deposition is being taken today about information that you may have about that accident. The first thing I want to stress is that if there's any question that I ask of you today, that you don't understand any word in any question, the context of the question, anything at all about any question, I want you to let me know that you don't get it, you don't understand it. I won't be offended. I mean, it's not uncommon for some lawyers, including myself, to ask poor questions, but I want to make certain that if there's something you don't get, you will let me know. Will you do that for me? Certainly. You've done a great job, and I'm going to ask that you do it. And I think our court reporter will appreciate if you let me finish as you have the full question. Give it a little air space and then start to give your response. It makes for a happy reporter. It also assures me that you listened to and understood the full question and then you answered it. Do you follow what I'm saying? Yes. And if you do answer a question, I'm going to assume that you listened to it, understood it, and then responded to it. Is that fair as well? Yes. You'll have an opportunity after our court reporter arranges for her notes to be typed up. You'll have a chance to, be it at your home or wherever you want to, review the transcript and make changes in your responses. What I'm after today is if we can get your very best responses today, as opposed to having to need changes. All right, the word list. Judy, capital J-U-D-Y. Wilson was spelled in the test, so you do have that already. Sunset, capital S-U-N-S. Oops, well, I just gave it to you again. Sunset was also spelled in the test. Cerritos, capital C-E-R-R-I-T-O-S. Phil, capital P-H-I-L. Jim, capital J-I-M. And it looks like that's it for the word list. That will conclude our 140 Q&A practice test.